Yehuda leads the brothers back to Yosef's palace in the beginning of Parshas Vayigash because Binyomin was framed. Binyomin opened up his sack and the Gevia of Yosef was there. And it bothered me, it troubled me. How do you think Binyomin felt when he found the Gevia in his sack? He was probably scared to death. He knew what it meant to have the goblet of the Mishnah Lamelech in his sack. His life was in peril. Why would Yosef have caused Binyomin so much agmas nefesh? I understand, he needed them to bring them back. But of all the brothers to pick, why would he pick Binyomin? If anything, if he wants to, so to speak, cause someone tsar for what they did, he should have done it to Shimon or Levi, but why Binyomin? Something Rabbi Leib Diskin writes in Parshas Vayigash answered this question for me. The Gemara says in Megillah Daf Tezayin, on the pasuk L'chulam nasan lo'ish chalifois smalois u'Binyomin nasan shloish me'as kesef v'chamesh chalifois smalois. He gave all the brothers one change of clothing, and he gave Binyomin 5 changes of clothing. And the Gemara says in Megillah Amar Rabbi Binyomin bar Yefes, he was merames to the brothers. He was merames to Binyomin that he's going to have a descendant who will go before the king b'chamisha levushe malchus. Asked Rabbi Leib Diskin, how was Yosef merames to Binyomin that he's going to have a descendant Mordechai who will have 5 kinds of garments? Because he gave Binyomin 5? Well, he gave all the brothers 1. And that's not merames to anything. So then he only gave Binyomin 4 extra garments. So how are the 4 extra garments that he gave to Binyomin a remez to the 5 garments that Mordechai wore? It's almost like the Beis Yosef's question, why is Chanukah 8 days if there was enough oil anyway to last for 1 day? So Rabbi Leib Diskin says as follows. One of the garments, anyway, that he gave to the brothers, the garments he gave to the brothers, he had to give to the brothers. Why? Because he caused the brothers to tear kriya. When the brothers realized what had happened with the goblet, they tore their clothing. And even though it's a grama, and grama ben azakin is pater, but bedinei shamayim chayiv. So he caused them this hezek that they should tear their garments when he sent after them to return them to Mitzrayim, and they tore their garments. So the brothers, he had to give them 1 garment, but he didn't have to give Binyomin a garment. You know why? Says Rabbi Leib Diskin. He quotes the Medrash that Binyomin knew about the whole thing to begin with. He had told Binyomin he's going to frame him. And therefore to Binyomin, even though Binyomin did tear his clothes, he didn't have to. So Yosef was not mechuyev to give Binyomin even 1 change of clothing. So all 5 changes of clothing to Binyomin were extra. That being the case, all 5 changes of clothing were a remez that he's going to have a descendant who's going to go before the king with 5 changes, with 5 types of begadim. But this answered why he would cause Binyomin this agmas nefesh by framing him, because he wasn't causing him the agmas nefesh. This is all predicated on the idea that he had told Binyomin before that this is the plan to get the brothers to come back to the palace so he could reveal himself. So in what was happening was he was only causing the brothers that sold him this agmas nefesh, but to Binyomin himself, he had told Binyomin about the plan. Wishing everyone a gitavach, a gezintavach, a mazel tekavach.